Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Friday, 12th February 2016. We start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu badreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12, Sloka number 32 and 33. Tasmai namo bhagavate Tasmai namo bhagavate ya idam svena rochisha ya idam svena rochisha
idam svena rochisha
atmastam vyanjayam asa sadharmam patum arhati
sadharmam sapatahi
sa ittam granata putran puro drishtva prajapati patistanvam tatyaja viditastada tam disho jagrar ghoram niharam yad vidustamaha. Sita Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Tasmai namo bhagavate
Tasmai namo bhagavate
ya idam svena rochisha
ya idam svena rochisha
atmastam vyanjayamasa sadharmam patumarhati
Kamalini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Saitam grinata putran puro drishtva prajapatin prajapati patistanvam tatyaja vriditastada tam disho jagruhur ghoram niharam yadvidustamaha.
Premavardhani Mataji.
कदाचित ध्यायते श्रेष्ठुर
क्या बोल रहे हैं? 32.
अच्छा तस्मै नमो भगवते य इदम
तस्मै नमो भगवते
य इदम स्वेन रोचिषा
idam svena rochicha
मस्तम व्यंजय यामास
आत्मस्थं
मस्तं
व्यञ्जयामास
व्यञ्जयामास
धर्मं पातुम् अर्हति
सधर्मं पातुमर्हति. Anybody else is there?
Shama Madhavi Mataji is there.
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Sa ittam granata putran
Saitam granata putran
pro drishtva prajapatin
puro drishtva prajapati
prajapati patistanvam tanvam
prajapati patistanvam
tatyaja vriditastada
tatyaja viditastada
disho jagru goram
tatyaja tam disho jagrarghoram
niharam yad vidustamaha.
niharam yad vidustamaha. Tasmai,
Tasmai,
तस्मै
unto him,
unto him,
namaha,
Namaha,
obeisances,
obeisances,
Bhagavate,
Bhagavate,
unto the personality of Godhead,
unto the personality of Godhead,
ya,
यह
who,
who
idam,
idam,
this,
this,
svena,
svena,
by his own,
by his own,
rochisha,
prochisha,
effulgence,
effulgence,
atmastham,
atmastham,
situated in himself,
situated in himself,
vanjayan asa,
Vyanjayam asa,
has manifested, saha,
saha,
he,
he,
dharmam,
dharmam,
religion,
religion,
patum,
patum,
for protection,
for protection,
arhati,
arhati,
may kindly do so.
may kindly do so.
Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who by his own effulgence, while situated in himself, has manifested this cosmos. May he also protect religion for all goodness. Lust for sexual intercourse is so strong that it appears herein that Brahma could not be dissuaded from his determination in spite of the appeal by his great sons, like Marichi. Therefore, the great sons began to pray to the Supreme Lord for the good sense of Brahma. It is only by the grace of the Supreme Lord that one can be protected from the allurement of lusty material desires. The Lord gives protection to devotees who are always engaged in his transcendental loving service, and by his causeless mercy, he forgives the accidental fall of a devotee. Therefore, sages like Marichi prayed for the mercy of the Lord, and their prayer was fruitful. Sa,
Sa,
he Brahma,
he Brahma,
itham,
itham,
thus,
thus,
grinataha,
grinataha,
speaking,
speaking,
putran,
putran,
sons,
sons,
puraha,
puraha,
before,
before,
drishtva,
drishtva,
seeing,
seeing,
prajapatin,
prajapati,
all the progenitors of living entities,
all the progenitors of living entities,
prajapati patihi,
prajapati patihi,
the father of them,
the father of them,
tanvam,
tanvam,
body,
body,
tatyaja,
tatyaja,
quit,
quit,
vriditaha,
vriditaha,
ashamed,
ashamed.
tada,
Tada,
at that time,
at that time.
tam,
Tam,
that body,
that body.
dishaha,
Dishaha,
all directions,
all directions.
jagruhu,
Jagruhu,
accepted,
accepted.
ghoram,
Ghoram,
blamable,
blamable.
niharam, niharam,
Niharam,
fog,
fog.
yat,
Yet,
which,
which.
viduhu,
Viduhu,
they know as,
they know as.
tamaha,
Tamaha,
darkness.
darkness.
The father of all Prajapatis, Brahma, thus seeing all his Prajapati sons speaking in that way, became very much ashamed and at once gave up the body he had accepted. Later that body appeared in all directions as the dangerous fog in darkness. Purport. The best way to compensate for one's sinful acts is to give up one's body at once. And Brahma, the leader of the living entities, showed this by his personal example. Brahma has a fabulous duration of life, but he was obliged to give up his body due to his grievous sin, even though he had merely contemplated it in his mind without having actually done it. This is a lesson for the living entities, showing how sinful an act is to indulge in unrestricted sex life. Even to think of abominable sex life is sinful, and to compensate for such acts, one has to give up his body. In other words, once a duration of life, blessings, opulence, etc. are decreased by sinful acts, and the most dangerous type of sinful act is unrestricted sex. Ignorance is the cause of sinful life, or sinful life is the cause of gross ignorance. The feature of ignorance is darkness or fog. Darkness or fog still covers the whole universe, and the sun is the only counteracting principle. One who takes shelter of the Lord, the perpetual light, has no fear of being annihilated in the darkness of fog or ignorance. Sita Mataji, you can chant, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादितारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमः आचार्य पादाय निताय कृपा प्रदायिने गौर कथा दामदाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे। तस्मै नमो भगवते य इदं स्वेन रोचिषा आत्मस्थं व्यञ्जयामास स धर्मं पातुमर्हति। स इत्थं गृणतः पुत्रान् पुरो दृष्ट्वा प्रजापतीन् Prajapati patistanvam tatyaja viditastada tam disho jagrirgoram niharam yad vidustamaha. So when Marichi Muni was talking to Brahma, and he told him that they did not expect this from him, all the sons. He was representing all the sons, all the Prajapatis. So in the first sloka, they are praying to the Lord. Generally, when somebody does something wrong, the devotee will pray to the Lord and say that please give him some good advice, good sense, isn't it? Because we know that the Lord can do something for that person for his good. Because as Paramatma, and generally, of course, here in this case, it's a Lord Brahma who is directly connected with the Lord in his heart. So he says, give him some sadbuddhi. And then next one is a very, very shocking, that although Brahma had not committed anything, but even just thinking like that, and when he saw that all his sons are against him, everybody chastised him. Because Marichi was talking, and that doesn't mean that others were supporting Brahma or something. They all kept quiet because it was right, in that age, Satya Yuga. Even to think bad about somebody is very, very sinful. So what does the Brahma do? He just gives up his life. He just leaves his body. This is unthinkable in today's context, right? We, as they say, we would die so many times in a day. We'll have to give up our body so many times. But in Kali Yuga, as I explained earlier in earlier classes, that in Kali Yuga, that facility is there, that okay, if you do something in the mind, you are forgiven. So it's really, really huge lesson for us that we are so fortunate. So we should not misuse this fortune. Kali Yuga, we are so fortunate that we are excused for so many horrible things that we think of. But that should not make us indulge in more and more of that. I remember even during Prabhupada's time, there was one young, brilliant devotee who Prabhupada gave sannyas, Vishnujan Swami. He was a very great leader in the beginning, Great Kirtaniya. We have so many CDs available about Vishnujan Swami's Kirtan. He was the real, now of course there are so many, but at that time, he was like the leading light. Very nice devotee. And one day he came to Prabhupada, because Western devotee, and coming up from the background where everything goes on, all the four offenses that he talk of, they are all there in the society. So something happened in his life, and he came and he just asked Prabhupada. He did not say that he had done anything, he just asked a question. He said, Srila Prabhupada, if somebody commits an offense to the four regulative principles, what he should do? And Prabhupada says, which kind of offense? And he says, illicit sex, because that's one thing. Prabhupada said that person should give up his life. And next day, Vishnujan Swami was missing. Prabhupada asked for him, where is he? I don't see him. Nobody seen him in the ashram. And then later on they found out that gave up his life. He just, because even to commit suicide, you have to have your spiritual master's permission. You cannot do it whimsically, because he will properly weigh whether right or wrong, and then he will decide. So this is one example. Now we don't see that, as much, Of course, then when you do real ghora aparadha, then maybe, I can think of it. But yeah, this is a very good lesson, and Brahmaji has set up an example. Of course, we'll come to know what happens to him, because, and then it says that his body was spread in all directions. So we will see that. That's a nice kind of suspense, So we'll stop here. If you have any questions, comments, please go ahead. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mata.
As you said, if somebody had committed also without the permission of the spiritual master, they cannot end their life.
Yes.
Their life prematurely is also wrong.
Yes, because many times people ask this question to our Guru Maharaj, and they did it also, like in Ganga's sometime, we find some devotee gone. Guru Maharaj said, once you are surrendered to the Guru, then the life is not in your own hands, it's in Guru's hands. Guru decides. And then, of course, he said, to lose one devotee is a huge loss. Like Prabhupada said, tons of blood and sweat has gone into making one devotee. There's so much training gone into him, so many things, so many instructions. And if he just goes like that, it's a big setback for everybody. And as it is, yeah, you're right. That's the system.
Nice class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji.
Very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.